Hello everybody, I'm back for another one. I first wanted to thank, who was it? It was Vinyl Lover 95 and Grecian Thunder. You both did response to my my somewhat bizarre thread, so thank you very much. I'm still looking for more people, so you know, come out with them. I'm just going to show a couple things today. I went to Goodwill and found some, and a couple things I got in the mail. But we'll do the Goodwill ones first. First one I got, it's playing in the background, but hear it now? It's kind of a dull moment there. It's very interesting. It's called A Second Wind for Organ. David Tudor plays new pieces for pipes and reeds. I don't know, caught my attention, and as you could hear, it's weird, trippy electronic organ music. I mean, it's just, it's out there, but it's really cool. I like it. The B-side actually is just like purely hard, jagged electronic music. Like they don't even use the organ in it. I don't know what the hell they use, but it's out there. But it's like I said, listen. You know, it's kind of dark, it's kind of scary, kind of, you know, makes you think of Halloween. I like it. It's 3 different pieces by Mauricio Kagel, Gordon Mumma, and Christian Wolf. Can't say I know any of them, but cool find. The second one I got, it's Ravi Shankar, the Transmigration Maccabee. If you know who he is, you know exactly what this is. Just straight up Indian music, so pretty cool. I found Other Worlds, Other Sounds by Esquivel and his orchestra. This one's got a little surface noise on it, but what do you expect? It's like from 58 or something like that. I found Dancing Under Latin Skies by Tito Puente. Tito Puente, everybody knows that song. What is it? Santana did a cover of it, Oyo Como Va. He was the writer. Everybody knows that song, but this is old. Another one. It's like from 59, I think. So you know, it's almost like Latin lounge music, but I still enjoy it. You know, 69 cents. You can't go wrong. And then this last one is the last Goodwill find I found. Was really cool. I never heard of this guy, but it's Jack DeJohnson or DeJohnette. Sorry, Jack DeJohnette. Have you heard? I could tell right away looking at it that it was, you know, a jazz record. I mean, you know, milestone label with nothing to it. And I had heard of Bernie Maupin, who does the what's it called? The reed. Plays saxophone and something else, bass clarinet, I think. But just a really cool free jazz record. I mean, you know, it's just a free jazz whirlwind. It's fantastic, and you know, lots of drumming solos on it because it's, you know, obviously Jack DeJohnette is a drummer, and I did some research on him, and he worked with a couple of people like Miles Davis and who else it says on here. Herbie Hancock and Horace Silver. So, you know, pretty good drummer just by listening to those. These next two I found were actually a new guy. I just kind of discovered him a little bit ago. I was doing some research and his name ended up popping up, but really cool. I got Bo Hansen, who, funny, Derek just showed this one, The Lord of the Rings, which was the first one I picked up a couple of days ago. It came in the mail. And, I mean, just look at that cover. That is a beautiful cover. Just the whole thing is fantastic. And it's off the, what's it, the famous Charisma label. Obviously, so you got that. The wonderfulness going on there. But, really cool. Obviously, this record, you know, music inspired by Lord of the Rings. It somewhat has a sort of medieval sound to it. But it is just a trippy record. I mean, you know, Bo Hansen, he played with another guy. I can't remember his name. He was in a group with somebody. It was Hansen and Carlson. Whoever the hell Carlson was. And then they did, like, you know, some, you know, sort of psychedelic music. And then he moved on to this. Was his first solo record, and it's basically a progressive record, and it's all, you know, sort of synthesizer, piano keys, organ related, and it is just wonderful. just fantastic. This guy, if you haven't heard of him, you need to find out about him. Bo Hansen. That was one, and the other one I picked up was music inspired by Watership Down. Clearly this guy liked books. You know? so here's this one, and the first track off this one, the what's it called? Born of the Gentle South. It's like 16-minute long song. It really reminded me of what's his name? Rick Wakeman. Very cool record. Very nice. And the last one I got here, I have to thank Derek for. I know I mentioned him before, but I always mention Derek. He's the man. I have to thank Derek for this one as well. But I ended up, after hearing him talk about it, when he went on his trip to LA and went over to what was it, Amoeba Records, and saw the Yellow Magic Orchestra. Sorry. He showed this one, Aversion Therapy by Drafted by Minotaurs. So I had to pick it up. It is fantastic. It's I guess you'd call it ambient, but to me it's not, because ambient I just think of just pure electronic music that's kind of droning on. This, on the other hand, it's, you know, it's basically guitar, as Derek said. It's guitar rhythm or guitar loops, so to speak, or like a guitar drone, and they just weave in all these different strings like cello and violin in there with it, and it gives this depth and this complexity, you know, just the way that they layer everything, that just, it is such an intense record. It is fantastic. And, you know, big thick cover. It's actually pressed at RTI. They do fantastic pressing. I know Dan up in Canada, Dan the man, he'd appreciate that. So that's all I got to show for now, and please, you know, thank you for everyone, and you know, don't hesitate to check out my other videos, you know, see if you answer my thread. Until next time.